All right, so we're just now finishing the warm up, and we're gonna get started with definitely the easier of the two upper body days. Um, and Today's a little bit of a progression. It's not much. We went from, was it like 6, 8, 10, I believe, from last week, and we're going 5, 7, 9 this week. So a little rep progression, which leads me to kind of only want to go for like a 5 pound increase across the 3 sets. But if I'm feeling good, I think I'm going to go for 10 instead. And just in case you guys don't remember, last week was, let's see if I can remember. I think it was 125 for 6, and then it was like 115, 105 for the 8 and 10. And so I'm thinking we bump that up to, to an easy win, which would just be 130, 120, 110, and that'll probably be what it is today. But if I'm feeling really good and I feel strong, I'm thinking 135, 125, 115. But again, we'll see as we do every time we come out here. We're going to go ahead and do the initial set, no weight, easy warm up, just to make sure everything feels okay. And then I'm going to warm up pretty quickly. We're going to do single 45 and then 2 45s and then 115, and then see if we need to jump to 130 or 135 for that first working set. So we got 3 warm-ups on the way up, 4 technically. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Like I said, no weight for the first go here. No joint popping, no weird feelings. Feeling pretty good. I'm gonna leave the tape rolling. We're gonna throw the 45 on and just go right into it. '90s feeling super easy. So we're gonna jump one more time to 115 and then first working set. So we'll know where we stand after we do the 115. So let's go ahead and load it. Oh yeah, it's starting to get heavy now. That's what I like. That didn't feel too bad, actually. It felt pretty good. So I'm thinking we're going to do 135. I'm going to try and keep it as even as possible, because if you guys don't know, when the cable stack is evenly loaded, like on each side, the cable travel so much smoother. So I'm going to go ahead and even it out a little bit. We'll do 135 for 5 and then stay on track. We'll drop by 10, do 2 more reps. So let's go. Oh yeah, that was heavy. All right, going down. Oh man, one more. But also remember that fatigue is kicking in right now, right? We've already done 2 sets that were pretty close to failure, getting some involuntary slowing of contraction speed, right? So that's a clear sign that you're pretty close. Now, with that being said, we're taking full rest in between. This isn't like a drop set where it's only like, immediate or 10 to 20 seconds after. We're taking a full rest. So we should be able to get it, no problem. We'll see. 9's a lot. Let's go. I ain't getting any younger. That took a lot out of me right there, man. It felt solid though. Technique did not feel like shit. That felt really good actually. So huge W. Oh. All right. Now we're gonna set up for pull downs. So let me get that all into position, and then I'll show you what we're doing. Let's go ahead and get moving. Setting up for pull downs. Now previously we've done the doubles. We basically do like a high row and then an actual like vertical pull. This last week we're doing vertical only, so just regular lat pull downs. We're gonna do it off of a medium grip, so my hand's gonna be like on the camber, and we're gonna do 8, 10, and then go for broke on the last one. Same weight the whole time because I'm adding volume technically. So hopefully the weight that's on there is good. It's 135. So that should be fine. We'll see. Of course, you do the first set and your whole plan goes to shit. So we'll play it by ear. But that's the idea. It's 135 for 8, 10, then failure. So no straps initially because I don't think I'll need it. Like I said, medium grip, so my hand is on the inside of the camber there. Oh, that's kind of heavy. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Nope, we're good. Eight, no problem. We're gonna take a short rest, like 75 seconds, go for 10, and then our last one, again, like I said, going to failure. That one we will use straps for, so. All right, here we go. This is our set of 10. No change in hand position or anything like that. Everything's the same. Just adding 2 reps. Now I know I've mentioned this before, but one of the easiest things to start incorporating with lat pull downs is the full stretch at the top. I mean, it's extremely commonplace to kind of maintain the slight lean of the torso and then also not locking out the arms or going into full flexion overhead when you do a lat pull down. It's super common. You go to any gym, it's normally how it's executed. Well, one of the lowest hanging fruits available is full ROM on a lat pull down, because a lot of people can't get their arm overhead without either arching or faking, quote unquote, the ROM from elsewhere in the body, and the shoulder is not truly getting into this position on its own. And so instead of trying to do like an overhead press or something, where now you have resistance when you can't even do it body weight with like an empty hand, using something like a lat pull down where your shoulder, your arm is being pulled into that overhead position, can do wonders for your mobility and how things feel throughout the entire like upper back complex. You know, your ability for your shoulder blade to move in all of its different directions is vital to reducing things like neck pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, wrist pain. I mean, all like the inability for the scaps to move influences everything up into the head and down the arm, even into the mid back and lower back. So like there's a lot of reasons to be able to reach overhead without compensation. And the lat pull down, just letting the machine pull you into this position and even like internally rotating at the top and just getting maximal stretch, and then being able to pull down deep into retraction, just like being able to hit both extreme ends of that spectrum of mobility will do wonders for how you feel, at least in the shoulder complex area or even upper back complex area. So if you're not already doing that, recommend doing that, because you don't even have to change your program. You don't have to do nothing. Just next time you do lat pull downs, full ROM. That's why I like the moving handles, because with the moving handles, you can internally rotate at the top, supinate at the bottom. Like, you know, with fixed hands, you can't necessarily do that. It depends on your anatomy. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and throw straps on and then go right away, because I just yapped for like 9 hours. So we'll see how many we can get. With straps, I reckon I can probably hit 15, but we'll see. It's going to be a hard 15, but we'll see if we can get there. Anyway, let's fucking go. Going for broke. I think 10 is very feasible. I think 15 is a good goal. So we'll see. Let's fucking go. It's even heavier the third time. Oh, well, 10. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Ooh. Forearms are on fire. Jesus. All right. Next up, we're going to do a overhead press. Got it. Oh, God. But not after. Quick break. 50 pounds for 3 sets of 8. We dropped it down from 10s last week, so should be doable, I think. Yeah, no problem. We'll do 2 more of those. I don't want to load that too heavy, only because tomorrow is like our toughest day of the week, and we're deadlifting tomorrow. I hate going into deadlifts with a sore back, So I'm not trying to like, you know, ragdoll some weight on the overhead. We'll keep it at 50, do straights across. Sounds good to me. We got arm stuff after this. That's what I'm really looking forward to, of course. All right, set number 2. Make sure I don't rack the ceiling here. Oh, God. I went a little more in as opposed to out because I was getting like a little bit of like jolting numbness in my hand, but when I go here I don't feel it, so compressing some sort of nerve there. Anyway, changed the arm position, felt way better. So we're gonna do 50s again, but that's like a good level of effort there. So one more, guys. Oh, last one here, guys. Oh, I see that little wasp. Let's get that motherfucker. There he goes. You're lucky I'm busy. Not too bad. Moving into arm stuff. It's going to be a little bit because we got 4 sets across of 8s. I took the tempos away. So it's just good old-fashioned pump work for 4x8. We're going to superset them again because I'm going to try and use the same weight for both. We're going to use 35s. And it's the rolling tricep extension or the JM press with dumbbells into seated curls or standing curls, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. So 4x8, both of them. And then straight arm pull downs, we'll be all done. So nice, easy, quick one. We'll be done here before 90 minutes, which is great. So like I said, it's 8, and we're gonna superset these. 35s in hand. Shouldn't be too bad. One on my nose is itchy. Oh God. Oh, nice. I'm not cutting that out either. You guys get to enjoy that. Right, let's go. Remember, it's tricep extension into a little roll back. Elbows are up. Ugh. 35s on the curls. That's gonna suck later. I can already tell. Oh. Oh. Take a little break in between. Not much, but just a little something. That felt better with a little mini break in between. Yeah. Just a little something so I can recoup. 2 more. Ooh. That is getting pretty spicy. We're taking a little break in between. Doesn't have to be long. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. One more, guys. One more. Oh. 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 Ah. 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 Whew. First set of 10 down. 2 more of those. Ah. 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 Whew. Now, tomorrow's the hardest day of the week. But again, we're still in that deload mix. But tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. Still going to be the hardest one of the week, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then we head into week 9 feeling pretty fresh, or at least fresher than we would have under normal circumstances, like from last year. So, anyway, this week hasn't been too bad. When I did my tempo run, I actually felt really good. I felt pretty fast yesterday when I did the tempo, which is ironic because the day before was that first field day that you guys saw. Dude, that was like the worst day I've had this whole block. That day sucked. But we got it done, and then, odd as it is, the day after I ran again and I felt fine. It's like, okay, whatever. So sometimes that's how it goes, man. Training ain't always going to be, ideal. Sessions aren't always going to go as you planned. Things aren't always going to feel, super good. So anyway, with all that being said, I'm really looking forward to the last phase here. I looked over it again just as like a final check. More of the same as far as the template's concerned. Some variation, obviously, to break up the monotony of things. Um, and then we're starting to introduce the 30s, like the 30-yard flies and stuff. And then towards week 12, we start getting into the 15, 20-yard buildups into a 20-yard fly. So it's going to be fun. And regrettably, I don't have speed gates or anything like that. I time myself the old-fashioned way. I literally run with a stopwatch in my hand, and I just do my best to clock it when I see the cone out of my peripheral. Um, yeah. So anyway, I don't have much to report, man. I know it's kind of been like that for a few videos now, but everything's just going well. I got nothing to really complain about or anything like that. Um, but if you guys have questions that you want me to answer on video instead of in a comment, I can do that too. Um, just let me know. But other than that, I'm just going to keep doing my thing, man, and keep showing you guys videos and training footage that hopefully you can either, at least just enjoy watching. If not, incorporate some stuff into your own training, and hopefully, it helps. So anyway, with all that being said, I'm good. I'm going to go eat, shower, recover for tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.